Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. So this episode is coming out one day late than it usually does, but we're here. We are here and we are showing up, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Speaking of differences, so this episode is a day late, slightly later than usual. I'm also recording this episode in a different room in my house. I changed the location for today because I'm actually home by myself and my dog is with me. And to avoid having to put my dog, who is super cute and super loving, but also very playful and energetic, in order to avoid putting him in the crate, he is with me, sitting right next to me in this episode. His head is literally right next to the mic. So if you hear any, breathing in the background or some cute dog noises, that's my very, very, very adorable boxer puppy named Apollo. I'm not kidding. His head is right next to the mic. So he likes to be as close to me as possible. And since I'm not sitting on the bed with him, he scooted his body all the way over to the corner. And his head is right next to mine. All right. So I hope everyone had a great week. I hope you're enjoying being human and embracing all of those emotions that come along with it. And I hope that you're ready to dive into this episode. I hope that this is going to be a good one for you. So we're going to talk about a super fun topic. We're going to talk about having fun and increasing that fun if you want to in your life. So to start off, I want to touch on the idea of how our lives as healthy humans is 50% positive emotions and 50% negative emotions. That's just how life is, right? We're going to have those negative emotions and we're going to have those positive emotions. We can't get rid of all the negative. And quite honestly, we don't really want to, right? We want to feel those negative emotions sometimes. We don't always want to feel happy and joyful. For instance, if someone dies or is hurt or is suffering in some way, right? So knowing that the 50% negative is wanted, we can embrace it. We can know it should be there and it is supposed to be there, and that's part of being a human. And it's not always going to be fun. We don't always choose fun. So with that in mind, right, that we're not trying to be positive all the time by enjoying and embracing the quote-unquote negative emotions that we choose to have at times. Being comfortable with the uncomfortable feelings that you will have half the time. And knowing that nothing has gone wrong when you experience all of these negative emotions, when you experience all of your humanness. Now we're going to talk about the positive 50, and specifically we're going to talk about fun. So what are the benefits to having fun? What are these benefits? How does it benefit your life when you have fun? Well, to me, if I answer this, it's just overall more enjoyable, right? it could be more enjoyable for both you and maybe for others around you. Now, of course, you can't control their experiences, right? Your fun, your showing up does not make them have their experience. They're going to have their own thoughts and their own feelings. But it can't hurt, right? Maybe you're more productive when you're having fun. I know I am. I know that when I'm having fun, I am more productive. I show up for myself. I am more committed to the things that I am choosing to do, or maybe my past self chose to do, and now my present self, it's on that calendar, right? Or it's on my to-do list or whatever it might be. And if I'm going to have fun while doing this, I'm more likely to show up. I'm more present. I'm more present with myself, more present with the people in my life when I'm having fun. I'm less worried, less irritable, right? I'm less focused on the little things that may not matter in the long run. That's a big one, right? When I'm focused on the fun, I'm not focused on those little things that may irritate me, right? I'm less irritable and less focused on those things. I'm able to connect with others more when I'm having fun. And I can drop into love more easily and truly enjoy them and our time together when I'm having fun. When having fun, I am more open and I can focus on what matters to me most a bit more. Having fun has so many benefits. So if you want to, we can dive into how we can create more fun for you. And you can implement these into your life. So to prepare for this episode, I looked to the person in my life who has the most fun. This person values fun, and therefore, since he values fun, he finds fun in everything, or almost everything. Very close to everything. And this person is my amazing 6-year-old son, Matthias. He would choose fun, and he does choose fun over most things. But not just choosing fun in the areas of life that one may expect would be fun, such as activities, right? Like sports, he loves soccer, so yeah, that is expected, right? His play dates with his friends, he loves playing with his friends. His going to the playground with us, playing tag outside, enjoying some water sports or going to swim class, playing with his toys, all these things probably expected, right? But he also chooses to have fun in areas that one may not classify as quote unquote fun right away, such as school or simply running errands with us. Or, which is kind of a funny one, getting his COVID shots. He finds fun in everything. When I took him to get his COVID shots, he was so excited. Now, granted, the actual act of getting a shot is probably not fun, but he looked at the benefits of it. He said, "This is good for me, and I am protecting myself." He literally said that, which was, he's 6, so I was kind of impressed. I'm protecting myself and others. That was his answer for wanting to get it. And he was so excited. He was so excited. He said to me, after getting his second one, he said, I want another shot, which is very silly. And he also got a flu shot at the same time he got his COVID shot, and he asked for it. He found fun in all of this. He enjoyed it, and he found fun getting shots, going to the doctor. Kind of amazing, right? He loves to make everything he does fun because he values fun. He is a great example of how fun is a choice. You get to decide what is fun. And he decided that getting his COVID shots and his flu shot and going to the doctor was fun. Now, I'm not saying we need to all have fun going to the doctor or going to the dentist, right? Or doing certain things that, may not be fun in our minds. We don't need everything to be fun. But it's good to see and know that it is a choice that you get to decide, which leads me to my next point. Fun is a decision. You can decide that it's fun. Deciding that it's fun is a thought. And as I talk about in this podcast, your thoughts are optional. So you can decide on purpose that something is fun. Something being fun or something being not fun is simply a thought. So when deciding if something is fun or not, you are just deciding to focus on a thought that it's fun versus a thought that it's not fun. It's just as simple as that. There is no scientific or, test that we can run that something is fun. It's a decision that you make for yourself. It is a thought that is optional that you get to have or not. As I said, not everything needs to be fun. But if you want to increase the fun in your life, you can choose. You can choose to focus on fun more, that it is fun. So how do we do this? Well, let's ask ourselves some questions to create more fun. We can ask some questions to shift our mind into the ballpark of fun, into having more enjoyable thoughts. Ready? All right. How can this be fun? Very simple, right? But maybe your brain and your mind will open up to some possibilities when you ask yourself that. In what ways is this fun? What aspects of this could be fun? Can I enjoy this more? These questions may open up your brain, open up your mind, as I said, to more possibilities, to a different perspective of the circumstance. It may give you some thoughts that will create fun for you, create more enjoyment for you. And then you can focus on them if you choose to. If you choose to, you can decide to focus on these thoughts, to create the feeling, to have that fun, right? Now I want to talk about a concept of life and relationships and the game of life and relationships. Oftentimes we play games, right? Like sports games and, board games with a clear winner and a loser at the end. That's how many games are played. But now let's look at the game of life. And the game that maybe is your relationship, right? With somebody else. These games, when we can move away from the idea that, the whole winner and loser idea, and we can look at our relationships and our life without winners and without losers, and as a continuously flowing game that changes and grows and has ups and downs throughout it. This may open yourself up to embrace the fun a bit more. When we look at our lives and relationships without the winners and without the losers, but instead as that continuous game, without the rules, right? The players in the games, in your life, in your relationships, they may come, they may go. No one wins. No one loses. We can more easily add in that element of fun because we aren't trying to beat someone else, right? When we're playing in those sports games, we're trying to win. We're trying to win and have them lose. But in the game of life and in the game of your relationship, there are no winners, there are no losers. And if we can drop that element and move away from that, we can more easily work together. We can more easily connect and drop into love and have more fun. So if we can get out of the whole idea of someone winning and someone losing in the relationship, let's say you are having a conversation with your partner about something and you're discussing something and maybe you have difference of opinions. But what if there's no winner and there's no loser? And simply you can drop into the space where you can work together rather than against each other. Wouldn't that be more fun? So speaking of relationships, let's apply the questions that we asked earlier to your relationships, while also thinking about this continuous game of life without a winner and without a loser. So if there are no winners or losers in your relationship, can we have fun by working together to figure this out? How can we have fun? How can you have more fun with your spouse or partner? In what ways is your relationship fun? How can I create more fun for this relationship? How can you create more fun? Now, your thoughts about this other person, your spouse, your partner, whoever it may be that you're in this relationship with, is where your relationship exists, right? How you think about them creates the feeling you have, and then you act from there. Your relationship exists in your thoughts. So ask yourself, in what ways is my partner fun? Or in what ways is blank, fill in the blank of whoever it is, fun? What do I enjoy about them? What makes me smile and laugh when I think of them? Now, let your brain think of a time that the two of you had fun together. And just think of that time. Let your brain go there. Let your mind have thoughts that surround whatever occurred, whatever you were doing. And what feeling do you have? What feeling comes up for you? Asking yourself these questions can create more fun for you, for your relationship. Dropping into the concept that there are no winners, there are no losers in your relationship, in your life. You are not striving to beat somebody else. Instead, you can work together and drop into that place of fun and embrace the joy. Embrace the teamwork. That sounds like fun to me. Now, I also want to remind everyone that not everything in life is supposed to be fun. I know I mentioned this a few times, but I want to dive into this a bit more. Now, to name a few things that probably we don't want to have fun at, or we don't choose to, are maybe a funeral, maybe going to the dentist, the doctor, maybe having a tough conversation. Maybe it's as simple as brushing your teeth, right? Maybe you don't choose to have fun doing that. Now, these are things in life that maybe just aren't meant to be fun. But it's important to remember that it's not the thing itself that makes it fun or not. It's you deciding on purpose that you don't want this thing to be fun, but still deciding to do it, right? For instance, when my son got his COVID shot, he could decide if he wanted it to be fun or not. It was his decision. It wasn't the thing itself. Most people may not have been like, this is fun, going to get a COVID shot, going to have a needle stuck in your arm, right? So it shows how it wasn't the thing, it wasn't the shot being put into his arm that made it fun. It was him deciding. And you have that same choice. And you may choose that, no, I don't want to choose that that's fun, but I still want to do it. You can move forward as an empowered person who does the quote unquote non-fun things because you choose to. Maybe you want to feel sad at a funeral, right? And you don't want that to be fun for you, but you choose to go because you want to. Maybe you go to the dentist and the doctor, despite the fact that you aren't thrilled about them. No, you're not choosing that it's fun, but you do it because you are thinking about your long-term health, and you do it because you want to. That tough conversation you may choose to have. It's not fun. You're not thinking it's fun. You're not choosing that it's fun. But you may feel it's the right thing to do, or the honest thing to do, or the best thing for the long term, whatever it may be. Whatever the reason that you have for doing it. Even though you're choosing that it's not fun, you still do it because you want to. Maybe you brush your teeth for similar reasons, for your health, right? For your dental hygiene. And no, it's not particularly fun, but you choose to do it because you want to. We can make things fun. We can make more fun in our lives by asking ourselves the questions from earlier. By dropping into, there is no winner. There is no loser. We can work together and not try and beat the other person at the game of life or relationships. We can choose to make things fun. And sometimes we choose to make things not fun. We don't choose fun for it, and that's okay too. That's okay if you don't want something to be fun and you don't choose for it to be fun. It's just important to know that you are in control. You choose, and you can empower yourself with this awareness of how much agency you truly have. How much control and choice and decision you truly have. Things aren't factually fun or not. You choose whether they are fun or not. And sometimes we choose to make things more fun, like maybe a relationship or an event or a simple daily task, such as working out maybe. I like to make that fun. And sometimes we choose we don't want them to be fun on purpose, and that's okay too. I simply just want to empower you with the decision. So make it on purpose. Make it intentionally. So, if having fun is a value of yours, like it is for my son, and for most kids, right? Most kids would choose fun. Most kids play, have fun, enjoy themselves for they are kids. And this is probably a high value for most. If it is a value of yours, you can choose to have more fun if you want to. If we value fun, we will intentionally strive for things to be more fun. And what we focus on, the things we focus on, the thoughts we focus on, they will grow. So try it out. If you want to have more fun in your life, ask yourself those questions. Allow yourself to go there. Have some enjoyment. And of course, let yourself not have fun during the times that you choose to as well. That is okay too. Life is 50-50 and we can embrace it all. All right. If you want to take this work further, if you want one-on-one coaching with me and really create that connected and happy and fun-filled relationship, reach out. I have a few spots open for my one-on-one coaching, and I would love to work with you further and really dive into your specific relationship, your specific situation, and we can transform it. There is nothing like really applying these tools and getting that outside perspective. Listening to this podcast and having the tools that I give you are great. But when we fully apply them, that's where the coaching comes in. So if you want to transform your relationship, take it to that next level and really create what you desire and what you deserve, reach out. You can email me at whitney@whitneywellscoaching.com. You can head on over to my website, whitneywellscoaching.com, and schedule a free chat with me. It's free, so there's nothing to lose. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to whitneywellscoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.